Alright, we're back with another stream. I'm gonna play some music here. Alright, man, we're back. I'm going to do some stuff here. Okay. So, let me know when you're on. All right, man. Today was pretty. I had a pretty intense thing happen to me last night, guys. Okay, well, anyway, so I had a pretty intense thing happen to me last night. I was at work, and at the plant, they were doing some renovation to the plant that I work at, and our control room. It's a pretty old building, so I don't know what in the what dust was inside there. It could have been asbestos, could have been anything. But they had been renovating it, and then they stopped. The crew that was doing for this had done work in it in a week. So some of the day shift guys don't like each other, so they moved back into that control room. And the air quality got really bad in there, and it made me really sick. My blood oxygen level was really, really low. And I mean, it was like my body was almost like shutting down a little bit. So I ended up going home. I ended up sleeping probably out of the last 24 hours. I probably slept 20. I woke up a little bit and watched the Texas Ohio State game, and I played a little bit up while I was doing that. Well, I would have talked to somebody just messaged me from work, asked if I was okay. But anyway, so today's schedule as a whole was pretty dang light. We did have this hostel event, which I was easily did by just doing the flashpoint stuff, kind of finished with that. I gotta see where the rankings are. Is it worth me engaging with it anymore? Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and do some more of these. I mean, there isn't a lot to do. That's a problem. That's one reason I was struggling what to do on here, because this is like a really light day as far as a Saturday, especially. Usually they give us a bunch of stuff. We've got the material event, which this week I don't think I'm gonna engage with it, just because number one, I don't have a lot I can spend stuff on. But I will go in here and look and see if I got any that research I can do it from the station. Some of the junk at the very end there, I haven't finished. One of the higher ones, so I can. Okay, that one I don't have enough of those things right there for. Does that give me? No, that's still got comments. That's the problem with this is they got comment stuff in here, and that's why I haven't done it. And that one too, I don't have enough of those. And I'm completely done with the combat. There's literally nothing but the these type stuff with the particles. And the only reason those aren't done is because I was using the particles to unlock the abilities on my 70 ship. I'm gonna go ahead and do these. I mean, this is not scoring me in the event at all, but I did have the particles to do them. Okay, what do we? How much more do I need of the rare? Those are really the only thing I got in here to do, or the stuff that take, or something that take. I'm not gonna tear up these obsolete ships anymore. I had to run another message for work. Sorry about that. So, really not a lot to do. This is a pretty boring day for the game, actually. Let's look at some of the stuff that they gave us for the weekend. They got these token things that you can get right here. I didn't purchase any of these. We'll go in the store to look and see what you can actually get with those. Is it worth engaging with besides the free stuff that they gave? Okay, so the exchange. What I did is the stuff that we got for free, I had enough to make a pull for one of these today. I did pull that. To me, this was the only thing, for my game at least, it was the only thing in here worth getting. I've already gotten so far the X-Borg stuff that this doesn't really help any. I thought this was a little low for the price tag for these, so I didn't engage with that. But I had loot, so I went ahead and got the Faction Solo Armada direct as the epic ones, and those are harder to come by. So I went with that. This would not be a bad one for lower players to get some of those officers. So this would be something I would think of if I wasn't getting 2 free pulls every day for that. But anyway, so but anywho, I had a was going to go out on a date tonight. I had to cancel because I told her I was not feeling well. I didn't know how strong I would be. I was really weak last night. I could barely. I got a new bed frame and it kind of elevated a little bit, and I had almost a hard time getting up on it. So I guess really the only things left to do is maybe engage with that a little more, see if I can improve my ranking a little bit. And I think I've already got my ship. No, I got to put Giorgio back on there. I mean, I did a lot of stuff during the Texas game while I was awake. Finally got bored because it was kind of a boring game, even though the outcome didn't go the way I wanted it to do, but it was a boring game. Either team didn't look like the number 1 and number 2 or 3 team, depending on the polls. That both teams' defenses were way ahead of their offenses. Okay, so we got. That's not it. Yeah, I guess that's it. No, I don't want that crew. I want the augment crew. Probably be better for these. Yeah, this is where I want to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the 68 space over here and do some grinding, see if we can improve our ranking a little bit. I don't really care. The prize isn't that good, so I'm not going to bust my butt on, but there really isn't nothing to do. The game doesn't have. Usually the weekend you got so much stuff to do that it's hard to get it all in, but there's a lot of bad things that are going on in the game right now. On a big level, not just on my server or anything else. We had the biggest alliance in the game because of the vengeance and there were some representatives of one of the biggest alliance. Anyway, one of the biggest alliance on the biggest server or best server in the game disbanded, and a bunch of them just quit the game as a whole. A lot of series of events. The vengeance pissed a lot of people off. The way, because once you get it, you got to see how hard it is to upgrade and how much money you have to spend to upgrade it. That was a big triggering point. Another triggering point was that a group of them had set up a meeting with Scopely to talk about getting some of the bug fixes and some other things, some improvements to the game. And after they made the appointment and everything, then Scopely just blew them off. That was a big thing that happened over at the VIP Discord or private Discord. Like I said, I don't hang on. I despise Discord as a platform altogether. I think it's a poorly put together platform. So I'm only on a couple of content creators and the 2 Star Trek ones. I do have one that I set up because a couple of people you asked, but like I told them, I wasn't going to engage very hard in it because I don't like the platform. I don't like the format that it goes by. I was pretty sure that I used them all earlier. I was just checking. I couldn't remember. Like I said, everything's in a bit of a fog, man. After, what is this? When did they? Okay, I don't remember, man. My head's been all over the place. I thought they were different class. But my server did finish the event though. We were close when I got through doing those armadas. If I would have had one more armada done, I would have finished it for the server. Okay, wait a minute, I had my mic to the side. Sorry, I didn't notice it. But anyway, so let's see, let me pull my. I don't know why it's way up here. Well, anyway, so I wanted to do some live streaming because I didn't get really to do much this week. Because I was really tired when I got off work. I didn't have to do like a morning one like you see me do sometimes. And I didn't want to go a day without streaming that I could. But there's not a lot to do in the game right now. As far as the events and stuff. That's why I call it the wrap up. Because there's nothing. But anyway, so this I wouldn't engage with. There's not enough good stuff in it that I would actually spend $100 to get the tokens for. As far as some of the other stuff, let's look and see what we got. We got those, no. Alliance tournaments, yeah, if you need that. If you're going to spend, you can do it without spending. I haven't spent a dime on the Alliance tournaments, and I've got a perfect score, 10,000 score. I just saved my stuff. See, like, there's nothing in here. I mean, the only thing that I would buy is these, but it's not. This is the same all the time. The Vengeance pack. But I've got to get some more interceptor parts before I can even think about getting another pack, because they don't put any interceptor parts in that pack. Now that would be something I would definitely, if I had a meeting with Scopely, that they would need to put interceptor parts inside that pack. I mean, all the stuff that they put in there is not very good. There's something in what? Yeah, my work app keeps blowing up on there. I need to turn my phone off, probably. See, now I worked overtime on the other side of the week. I get in their messages now. And I have to look to see what it is in case it is something. I'm probably going to have to turn the notifications off after when I'm not working. So that's why I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to read to see what's going on with the messaging. One of them was actually to me, asking me, they'd heard that I gotten sick last night at work, and they wanted to know how I was doing. So I know some of the guys on the other side of the week now. All right, so we'll have the dailies to do here in a minute. So That'll help us out. Flashpoint. What is this for? I missed something. If it's still, I thought I hit all the. Oh, there's still. Okay, I guess I just hit that. I didn't know there was any more of that to be done with. Okay, so that was good for that. So you can see I got the milestones all done for the Officer Depot Pass, the Wave Defense Pass. Territory Pass, of course, I'm not doing because I don't have territory. Really, the only thing I'm missing out on is getting more of these. That'd be the only reason I would even get the pass. All the other stuff in here I've got, you know, getting him would be nice, but I've got the main prize in here is herb shards, and I'm already done with her. So even if I was still in an alliance that had territory, I'd be on the fence on whether to purchase the elite pass or not. It seems like they've on these territory passes they've gotten kind of a little bit weak on what they're putting in them now. They're putting some stuff in there that's worth getting, but some of this stuff is meh. Not kind of feel with that to what's in there this time around. What the heck's it? Oh, I still got all 11. Is it stuck? Looks like it's stuck again. Let's find it. Dang it is. I hate when it does that. Now I gotta. Yeah, work. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But it was weird what it did to me. It gave me like the chills, like you wouldn't believe. And then I just started getting weak. But I'm feeling better now. I feel, especially after this last time I took went to sleep during the Texas game when I woke up a couple hours ago. I started feeling a little better. Yeah, I'm gonna go to church tomorrow and do some other things. All right, let's find some more. I closed the apps in there so I get a little peace and quiet. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it was a boring game. Like I said, it didn't look like it was the two of the top three football teams in the country playing each other. Sure, the defenses were doing really good, but it looked like the play calling was pretty weak on both sides. I fell asleep towards like the first of the fourth quarter, so I don't know what happened in the last. But the Ohio State went up like 14-0. I don't know what the score ended up being because the way the Texas offense was moving, that might as well have been 40-0. But it was a pretty boring game. We gotta get this. But yeah, a lot of people said that. I said when they put this in here, I'm glad they did, but when they put this in there, it kind of was a bad signal to me. Where they put every officer, pretty much every officer in the game, except for the newer ones, in here for you to get, was a bad sign for the game. Far as longevity goes, because normally these officers were their most precious commodities in their eyes. That's why some of the packs to get the officers are so ridiculous, or the ones that they used to put in here. Now they've pivoted the way that they source these officers. But to me, that was a bad sign for the game as a health as a whole. That all of a sudden you can. But I took advantage of it. I won't lie to you. Now I've got. If we go into my officers, I tiered another 2 officers up today. But it didn't have anything to do with that part of it. So you look right here, all these officers are maxed. So you have to get down into starting right there. And you can see a lot of them I'm really close to finishing. Through the augment thing, I'll be done with him in 2 weeks at the most. And even the newer ones like Scotty, I got to 20. Chapel, I've got to 20. McCoy's to 20. You know, basically, Mabinga, they haven't really offered him that much. I've got him tier 2 and about halfway to tier 3. And Seska, I'll have her done in a little bit. Not done, but I'll have her to tier 4. So, really, probably the next, right now I'm working on Ransom. But after I get Ransom done, the next one's going to be Mirakara. Because I'm really close on her, not too far from being done with her. But I want Ransom done. Then I'm going to go to her. And then I've got a hard choice. Do I go down here and get Shanks tiered out, or do I just, or maybe go to her? Probably go to Mirror Troy so I can get that set finished. So that's probably where I'll go. And Chapel's going to get done through the squaw thing. I'm to the point where the shards are slowing down, but eventually she'll be done through that loop right there. Okay, that's not here. I'm trying to see what. I might have a pull in the Transigen thing for those 6 hours there. Where's the box? Box is 6 hours too. So I get shards for Chapel here, and also get ones for here. Pretty much after I get Chapel done, there really won't be much I'll engage with this anymore. Like you see, I'm not mining the lower Transigen anymore. What is this one? This one needs. Oh, yeah, I have to wait till we get regular. Well, I guess I could go get the squad and go down there and do that. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and put our other crew in here. We'll go with. Oh, she's already in that one. I'll have to improvise here. So let's put Mr. E Data there. Okay, that's below deck. I want group. So we'll put Picard there. We'll put Rachel Garrett there. And we'll put the Doc. Okay, we'll get rid of that. We still got. What the hell? It didn't give me any of my. Okay, we gotta do something here. Do something different. Okay, let's go lower deck. And we'll just sit there and pepper it with all the Seska. Okay, let's go back here. I guess we go ahead and put Chapel and the other guy in there. Wait a minute. What is? Oh yeah, his is mining, right? Yeah, his is for mining. I don't want that. Let's see how good this crew does. I'll put the squaw back in here. Let's put it in 60 space. Might as well go ahead and send a miner in here for this while we're in here. Let's find a full node. There we go. No, I don't want to jump. I thought I switched. Okay, now I've got to. I've got to look for the. I got to look for the chaser. Need to move my cube out of the way. I think that's it right there. So let's go ahead and. Oh, come on. Oh, I got the wrong one. All right, let's go ahead and just put this on a node and let the see where it's going to come in at first. Okay, it's going to come right in here, so I'm going to go ahead and put it here. Let it mine while it's. Oh, that's not even a. I guess that is a full node. I guess. I'll send it. I'll put Grush in this ship in a few minutes. Oh hell, why not do it now? I'll use the Federation miner. But I'll have to put Grush in there for it to get there. I am going to use the jump juice or that. Put it in the middle. Look for the chaser. Where's the chaser at? There it is. Recall. Stop. This is one of the better songs I wrote right here. Oh crap, what's it doing? Who's this? I gotta make sure that I don't go. There's somebody else in here and make sure that there ain't no. That's another XD-Gen guy I like to pop whenever I can. I don't really have a reason to pop him right now, though. But if he keeps going after the same hostile I have, I might send his ass home. $60. Oh, that's the squaw. I was about to say, what? Yeah, I mean there is some decent stuff in the Flashpoint event stuff, but nothing great actually. Except you can see the one I did pull was one for this officer here. I mean, if you didn't have I have DeMarco done. I'd definitely hitting DeMarco with that. I've been pulling these too, but all the other stuff in here I don't really care about. So this has kind of been kind of a meh type of arc, actually, as a whole. It hasn't been horrible as some of the ones have been, but this one's a C. Let's put it that way. This one's a C. It's not an F or an A, but it is a C. Where there's some good stuff that got entered to the game. Probably the best thing that came out of this arc right here is this right here. These loop efficiencies. You can see the ones that I'm doing. I'm doing the Gorn one. I'm doing the Protector, and I'm doing the Revitivity. And that's helping me get those ships up higher faster. I was able to make an upgrade on all three of those ships today. Damn. Why does it keep getting on that ship? I'm almost OPC anyway, so I'm going to send it back. Because I know the last thing I punched was this. It's almost time to take that home, too. Basically, I'm doing this for the loot. Because really the only really good things in here is stuff that you need this loot for. And let's go back into the Flashpoint thing here. Where's it at? This is Flashpoint. I don't think it's in. Oh yeah, these exchanges. Here we go. To do these. These are the only ones that. These got really good stuff in it. On this one you get the Armada directives, and then the Armada directives you get the officer, which again I don't need DeMarco. uh, him, but there are other stuff like Galactic Acclaim, a bunch of other really good stuff in there. What the hell was this? What the fuck? Oh, that's for yeah, I do have a little bit slight. Does this one have this? Yeah, this one does. I'm gonna send this one up there, but I've got to bring this one back and put Grush in there. That one, this one doesn't have any. Has enough of the protection that it doesn't take hull damage while just being there. Okay, it's time to bring this one back. I'm waiting for them all to get back. I'm gonna put it in 68 space. I mean 58 space this time. This makeshift crew's wasn't doing a very good job, so I'm gonna make the hostiles a little bit more uh, weaker. But now we need to switch Grush and put Grush in here. We'll put somebody else in the other one. Okay, we'll put him right in the middle. I don't think that worked. Well, there it goes. Let's find a full node. What the? Yeah, this crew's not doing too good. Even with the weaker ones, that's a lot of damage for one hit. See, I've got the crew that I would put in there in my battleship here, or my cube, I mean. So I may just have to bring this back and switch it. I can put one of my other crews in my cube and be okay. But it looks like this crew's not working too good for the squaw. I'm going to go ahead and end, man. There's just not a lot to do here.